All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Eastern Echo YouTube channel. I just came from the EMU men's basketball game versus Toledo, and I wanted to tape this while the thoughts were still fresh in my mind. Ty Gross really, in this game, cemented himself as the best player on this team and an all-MAC player, in my opinion. 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 out of 4 free throws. I mean, he played really well. There was more off-ball movement in that second half. There was just more stuff going on because Gross, not only was he able to score, but he was able to distribute the ball when needed. Now, the next player I want to talk about was Yeeks Montero. I was really hopeful for him coming in the season, and I still am. But tonight was just not his night. 4 of 14 from the field. Missed 10 shots. And 2 of 9 from 3. He shot 28% from the field and 22% from 3. That is so bad. Like, that's really, really bad. He needs to play better. He really does, because he is the leader at the point guard position. He needs to get the team going. He doesn't need to be the one hurting them. He needs to be the catalyst that sparks people like Ty Gross or Chris James or like Bryce Mcbride. He needs to be the guy to feed those and get them going. You know, everybody has a skill set. You need to play within your skill set. The next player I want to talk about is a positive. Bryce Mcbride. 4 of 10 from the field. That's good. But 2 of 4 from 3. Is that shooting? Is that shooting I see? If he can be a consistent contributor and someone who can really help glue this team together, that's going to be amazing, because this team really needs shooting. I'm not too concerned over this game. I'm still hopeful for the season in general. I'm not going to be like all bent out of shape, like, oh, Montero sucks. Like, no, he gets a chance to prove himself. The problem with this team tonight was that, you know, they just see an open look and be like, well, doesn't look like we have any offense going on, so I'm just going to shoot this 3. The best offense they had was pass the ball to Ty Gross. I mean, like, let's be honest. And it was working out well for them. All right, let's talk about football. I was so happy with what I saw Saturday. I was in my room. I was watching the game, and as the game went on, my smile got bigger and bigger, because Eastern Michigan football is just as good as I thought it could be. The player of the day, and actually the best player on the field, was Darius Boone Jr. He had his triumphant return on Saturday, came back, and he played like he wanted to win. 25 carries, 148 yards. That's 5.9 yards per carry and a touchdown. He played amazing, and he was able to really give Eastern Michigan a wrinkle in their offense that they hadn't really had. I mean, they could already move the ball really well through the air, but through the ground also. You have a running back who averages 5.9 yards per carry. That's really good. Now let's talk about Preston Hutchinson. He had, in my opinion, the best game of the season. Not because he has best numbers. He still had almost 300 yards, and he had 3 touchdowns. But he had no turnovers. If you remember last video, I was talking about how Hutchinson needs to take that next step to becoming an elite quarterback in the MAC by making better decisions. And he really showed himself that he can take that step. Next year, I expect for them to be a contender due to this. Hassan Badoon, 7 catches, 96 yards, no touchdowns. Tanner Canoe, 2 receptions for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was money. And then Keon Williams, 4 receptions, 76 yards, and 1 touchdown. I still feel like they could use the services of a deep threat, but they played really well as a unit. I loved what I saw. All right, so let's talk about the Eastern Michigan women's basketball. There wasn't much to say from the actual game, because SEMU, that's Southeastern Missouri or something like that, that team they were not that good. I liked EMU's offensive production. They came in this game and they shot really well. Around 40% from 3, 37% from the field. That's pretty good. I'll take shooting numbers like that. And then the player of the game was Kylie O'Hara. 12 points. 4 of 6 from 3. That's really impressive. If you have someone who could just come off the bench and give you production from three for this team that's so dangerous. On top of Sonara Scanes, on top of Ariana Combs, on top of their great players, you've got freaking Kylie O'Hara, who's able to come and just drop buckets. Oh yeah, real quick, I know last time I said, if you should watch any team, watch the women's game. I'm going to pump the brakes on that real quick. Watch this team anytime they play in the MAC, because this game was absolutely atrocious to watch. This game sucked to watch, and like the commentator had a fuzzy mic, and it really sucked to watch through.